Morning everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Silvio, and today we're going to speak about pigeons, racing pigeons. This is the first video I make in English language, and I hope my English is going to be good enough so you can understand as much as possible from what I'm going to tell you. I'm not perfect in this language, so yeah, I hope you're going to be fine. I said I have this channel about racing pigeons. That's my hobby. This is what I'm doing in my spare time, in my free time. I have a small amount of racing pigeons, and I take care of them in here in Denmark. I'm not Danish. I'm Romanian, and I had been living in here in many years. Now I think over 17 years. This sport, it's almost done. It's almost finished. It's the last part of the game because of the increasing age of the people who are flying with the racing pigeons in Denmark. Also because of the economical aspects of this hobby. It's very expensive, and it gets more and more expensive season by season, year by year. Now, this video is about fasting. It's you know, having racing pigeons, we have to keep them in shape. We have to keep them in shape, and it's a little bit hard to do that in the winter period, in the period when we are keeping them inside in the loft, because we want to avoid predators to catch them, you know. So keeping them inside, you know, we are feeding them with a very light food and a small amount of grains, of seeds, so they don't get fat. But it's not easy always to do that, to keep them in a good shape. Actually, it's impossible to keep them in a good shape in this part of the season when they are staying inside, just inside the loft. So until they change all the feathers, you know, I'm feeding them normal. From the time the last feather, number 10, from the wing, it's changed, it's fully growth, then I start giving them barley with maybe start for 30%, 50%, 70%, until now. Now, this I had 3 days from last Monday. This Monday actually is this. We're still in the week. We are on the Saturday today. I stopped feeding them. Last Monday, this Monday was the last day I feed them, and then I had 3 full days when they got nothing, just clean water. And yesterday I gave them again something to eat. It's that what you're gonna see in this video in the second part. So I start feeding them again. Why I'm doing this? Why I'm doing this fasting to the pigeons? First of all, I want them to clean themselves, you know, to burn the fats from the pigeons. I want to have them clean. They're gonna use all the resources from the liver. They're gonna start burning the fat, you know. First day it will happen nothing. Just gonna clean themselves, you know. All this, everything they have in the digesting system, and then from the second day they're gonna use the resources they have in the liver, and then the third day, the last day when I don't feed them, you know, when they get nothing, they're gonna start burning the fat. And then this is very important to them, to keep them in a good shape, you know, clean them a little bit, make them, as I said, a little bit more light, before I start let them out to fly, because I don't want them to be lazy, I don't want them to be slow. I want them to have a good position as possible, because first 2 weeks after I release them, you know, in an open space, is very important, because they have to connect with the environment, and the instincts they have to activate again against the predators, and everything is happening here. And if they are lazy, if they are too fat, they're going to be easy to be catched. Also, when they are having this fasting, they are losing feathers, small feathers, which you will see in the next part of the video. They are dropping them. This is not unnecessary. They don't need these ones. They need them just in the winter, you know, the body, the nature, it's producing them to keep them warm. They don't know how the winter going to be, you know. If it's very rough winter and they're going to be outside, they're going to need a lot of that small feather each to keep them warm in the cold season. but it's not necessary. It's not necessary for them. Some of them they produce more, some of them less. But when it's coming the summer, when it's coming the flying season, you know, dropping these ones will make them lighter, and also when it will be, you know, in Denmark is raining a lot, you know, also in the summer. So dropping these ones will, let's say, will avoid get them wet, you know, and because these feathers they're very soft, very small, and they get very easily moisture. They get wet, so they can affect, let's say, the flying quality. It's a small aspect, but it's important, no? As a racing fanciers, we are thinking about all the small details. It's important. So they are cleaning these ones also. They are cleaning them natural. They are dropping them, you know, the small feathers, they are dropping them naturally, little by little. But in this situation, when we are, you know, when we are taking the food away for 3 days, they are dropping them. They are letting them go very fast, you know, in a big amount. A third aspect of this fasting is that if you have a sick pigeon, if you have a pigeon with a handicap, I mean affected by a sickness, if you have a weak pigeon in the loft, you know, taking the food away for 3 days, it will show signs on that. You will see it, you know. You will stay over there like you will be very sad, you know. You can see that something is wrong, you know. You can feel that, okay, that's a weak one. So it's good to take it away, you know, put it away before you race with that. Or maybe see if you can do something with it, you know, giving something, some pills, make a treatment with some medicine if it's possible. But here in Denmark it's almost impossible to get some medicine. You have to go to the veterinary to buy, and it's very expensive. So it's about selection, take them away. So you will see in the other part of the video how the pigeons are looking after 3 days of having nothing to eat, 3 full days actually. To see if they affect them somehow, if you see some difference on them. But you know, this is the 3 important things about doing that. You know, first of all, that they're gonna clean the digesting system, you know, and burn the fat from the liver, burn the fat from the body, you know, and then drop the small feathers. And of course, the third part, as I said, that spotting the individuals that pigeons they have weakness, if it's some of them. And it's also good to take them in a hand, you know, handle them and see if how much of the muscle mass they lost. If they lost a lot of muscle, it's not good. It's not going to be good, because in the competition, this pigeon, when they have to fly, you know, and not eating for 1 day, let's say 2 days, depends of what kind of category we are flying, then he's a loser. He's not gonna do it. So we have to, even if they don't eat, but we are talking about the situation that they are staying inside. They don't use energy flying. When they are saying in a competition, they are not eating, maybe not drinking, and just flying, you know, using the energy. So it's totally different. But in this situation, when the food is taken away for 3 full days and they are just sitting in there, you know, it shouldn't burn the fat, the structure of the muscle, the structure of the muscle, it shouldn't go away. As I like to say, that they just have to take the juice away from them so they get lighter. But the volume of the muscle, it have to be over there. Now, you just see the next part of the video and see how they are looking. Okay, enjoy it. So this is that kind of mix I'm gonna give them after these 3 full days where they got nothing to eat, just clean water. You know, last Monday it was the last day when they got something. 3 full days after that without nothing, and today they're gonna get this. But they're gonna have, today is Friday, but they're gonna have 50% from what they used to get. So normally they got 20 grams on the pigeon, on the mixture, another kind of mixture. But now they're gonna get 10 grams, sorry, of this one for today Friday, tomorrow Saturday, and then on the Sunday they're gonna get that 100%, 20 grams, 100% from what they used to get. This is 20 grams for individual. From next week on a Monday they're gonna get the old kind of mixed. Each composed also is composed from 50% barley, but is another kind of mixing of seeds, with the bigger seeds, with the normal yellow maize, you know, and some other one. It's a little bit more heavy. And then I'm gonna start, yeah, I think I'm gonna start let them out from the, let's say the beginning of March. You know, now we are in the 25th of February. It's very cold. It froze last night. It's still cold, and it's dangerous to let them out. But I'm gonna let them out, but not on the daily routine. I'm gonna let them out, let's say 2-3 times in a week for a short period of time. Let them out when they are without food, you know, don't feed them, release them, and then call them in when I have to give them something to eat. But not on the daily routine. I think from the middle of March, 2 weeks after, when they're gonna get in shape and they're gonna get used to the environment again, and they're gonna connect themselves with what's happening around, you know, and when they're gonna understand again that, you know, that it's dangerous, it's still dangerous for them in the air, then I'm gonna let them out on the daily routine. Let's feed them. We'll go inside now and see how the pigeons are looking now in the drops. You know, they clean themselves, so it's looking a little bit nasty. I'll put a little bit light. So now it's almost nothing they can come out from them. It's nothing. You know, for those who are a little bit disgusted about what you're gonna see, or people who are easily getting disgusted, I recommend not to look at this. But yeah, it's part of the job, it's part of the hobby, it's a part of what we are doing. This is how it's looking, the drops. It's they are not fresh, they are from yesterday, let's say. It's looking like the pigeons are sick or something, but they are cleaning themselves. You know, they are cleaning themselves. The feathers get dropped, you know, the small feathers, they are unnecessary, this kind of feathers for them. So I think it's much worse. Look, all these green spots. Last time I give them something to eat was last Monday, this Monday. From this Monday until now Friday, they got nothing. You know, they had water, fresh water from the beginning in here. You know, I cleaned the floor so I can see the drops, how they are looking. I put some disinfection product on the floor, you know, to kill kind of some of bacteria are coming down. You know, they are also, the immune system is down now on them, is a little bit low than it should be. Look, I have a pigeon in here from 2011. This is 12 years old and it is looking very fresh. This is a very resistant pigeon. He's #1 from Essen, from Germany in 2016. He's a very tough pigeon, that one. Now we are looking after the pigeon who are sensible, who get sensible, who have some hidden sickness, if I can call it. I see there's a lot of activities. They still have energy to play, you know, like big boys do that. And yeah, I think they are fine. I think they are looking great. Energy, everything, but don't think they are on the limits. I think now it's time to stop it. It's time to stop it because it's unnecessary to do something with them, to keep them without food more than 3 full days. 3 full days is more than enough for this, let's say, experimental. But it's not experiment. It's something we do, something we are trying, especially with the pigeons who used to fly long distance, because they are resistant pigeons. They can do it easily. So you see the drops, they are looking like that. The feathers, they didn't drop a lot of feathers, the small feathers, but I can see some in here, you know. The drops are looking very nasty. They are not looking very good. So the pigeons have energy. They are full of energy. You see, they don't really look after food. They are not flying with me. I like the pigeons who are a little bit more, let's say, not totally friendly with the owner. You know, they have to keep a little bit distance. They have to show resilience, you know. This is the kind of pigeons I like. I don't like those kind of pigeons. They are coming to me and laying and, you know, flying into my head and always looking after me. No, they are doing, some of them, they are doing that, especially the hens, the females, when they have youngsters, they are looking after me, you know, give them some treats, let's say, some peanuts. They are totally crazy about peanuts, you know. But normally they don't come to me even when they are totally hungry, like they are now. Now they are hungry, you can call it that they are hungry. So this fasting, it did a good thing to them, I believe. It will be good to take them in hand, catch some of them to see how much they lost. If they lost, you know, the body mass This is important. They don't have to. They have to lose the weight, the juice, if I can say like that. But they don't have to lose the body mass, the muscle. You know, the muscle have to be there, even if they are lighter. But the volume of the muscle have to be there. As I said, if I catch one now and I can see that you cut myself, let's say in the chest bone. So that's not good, because these pigeons don't have resistance. These pigeons, when they're gonna have a tough, in the tough competition, and gonna have to fly, and they don't have to eat for 1 day, maybe 2 days, is a loser. You're gonna be a loser. So they had water, fresh water. Now you're gonna change it with the product I told you. You know, with something for the intestinal, you know, for the digestion system and for the liver. So I'm gonna give them the first meal now, but just a little bit, just a little. It will be enough for them. They're not really showing interest now. You see, they are quite. They don't really come to me, you know. They are hungry. I can see they are hungry. Look. Now I open this one, they want to have something to eat. And now I will show you how much I'm gonna give them for today, just for today. You see? See, this will be enough for them. They are not so many. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 males in here. You know? So this will be more than enough for them. They're not crazy. That one I moved him yesterday. It's one I brought last time. So he had been here, yeah, just yesterday. He was not finding the water in the other room, because it was another color. I don't know if it's stupid or maybe I don't know, something is wrong with him. But he hadn't been here all the time. He's just moved yesterday from the other room, being together with these males. Yeah, you see, they're eating, and now the females are waiting. So I'll give them also as well to eat, but as I said, just a little bit. This is more than enough. You see, small seeds, good quality seeds, you know, good product. You see, they're not jumping down, they're not flying down, they're not crazy about, they are quiet. Relax, you know. Of course they're hungry. And now they're gonna fly down, I believe. Hi. You see, they're gonna come down. They don't believe it's food over there. They think it's nothing. Maybe they think I'm foolish in them. But they will come for sure. They're not, because they are very scared. They're not very scared pigeons, but you know, they keep the distance. They will come. Definitely they will come down. But that's enough for them, you know. That will be more than enough for today. Tomorrow the same, and the day after I'm gonna put them double as much, and then we come to the normal routine, daily routine, you know. I'm gonna put in this grit. You have a mix of the powder, mineral vitamin powder, with some grit and some also small seeds inside, so they can, you know, bring them to this mix. You know, they are crazy about small seeds. So I will also put this one because it's helping them, you know, smash the seeds inside the body, you know, to digest them better. So this is everything. I believe I'm gonna catch some of them to check them to see how they are looking physically. But I believe they are very light, extremely light now. I'm happy because they have the energy, they keep the spirit, you know. This is that kind of pigeons I want to have, because these are the survivors. The pigeon who, let's say, after 500-600 kilometers, that's a lot. Some of them after 300 kilometers, they get very tired, they get in shock, you know, they're not thinking anymore, they're not fresh in the hair, and these are losers. Because first, they're gonna be catched by the predators, they're gonna catch them. Because they are not being in this shock, you know, they don't see around, they don't protect themselves anymore. So they're gonna be catched, even if they have a little bit energy. Yeah. that's looking good. That's looking great. Yeah, this is for today. Yeah, I said this is the first video I make in English. My English language is good, but not perfect. So perhaps it's gonna be some more. If you like it, you'll want to be in English language, in this language. So you can give me, you can subscribe to my channel. You can press the like button. Maybe leave some comments if you like it and you think if you think it is important to do this, or if you find something good in that. Yeah, the pigeons are good. They don't suffer. It's just something to clean the system. As I said, it's nothing harming them. They have a luxury life, a very good life in here, you know, with a very good quality product and a very good life, you know, as well. Yeah, see you for the next time.